When you look at trust, one of the most effective ways that I found to get the point across in trust is to just ask people, questions regarding, bank accounts. One of the things in trust is you also have a trust account. When I started this journey, and 35 years ago, my trust account was bankrupt. But I made a commitment to myself to make my word good. And every time I do, I put a deposit in the trust account. And gradually and incrementally, the trust account is filled. And everything, that you and I do has ramifications to it. Like I mentioned, I will call my wife every morning when I'm on the road, like if I'm on the East Coast, 3 hours difference, so I know it's 8 o'clock in Seattle and it's 11 o'clock in New York, and I'll call it at 8 o'clock in Seattle. Tell my wife, where I'm at, love you, have a good day, all that kind of stuff. Now, if I don't call one morning, that expectation of her receiving that call, that causes tremendous problems because she expects the call. And if I don't call, then she gets worried that something's happened to me. And so when you do that, you got to create consistency. And one of the things in terms of trust is if you tell people you're going to do something, like one of the things in organizations over these years that's almost laughable is people, I'll get back to you. And people say, yeah, right. Have I heard that before? Or let me look into it, and that's the last you hear of it. So as individuals and organizations, we should make our word good. That if you don't have an answer, just acknowledge you don't have an answer. The other thing that's important is don't give your word outside of your own circle of influence. Don't say you can do something that you do not have the capabilities of doing. So don't put yourself in that kind of a trap. Make sure that you're staying within your own circle of influence, that you can follow through on the commitments that you make. Now, some of the things are very basic. Being on time. If you say you're going to be someplace at 8 o'clock, be at 8 o'clock. And those things are critically important when you begin to build that trust account. But I think that's one of the biggest things that's necessary in our country is a sense of trust. We have lost our trust in leadership. And right or wrong. And that is absolutely essential that we redevelop trust in the people we work around and in the leadership that we represent, that represents us.